Hey, welcome back to the channel, you guys. Today, as you can see, I got my brand new kayak in front of me. First of all, shout out to FeelFree Kayaks for accepting me into their fishing team for the 2023 season. I was in contact with Roland. He reached out to me a few months ago. We had back and forth discussions, sealed the deal here not long ago, and I got me a brand new FeelFree kayak. This was not given to me by them, so let's get that clear. I did purchase this kayak. So moving forward, I moved out of the Big Fish 108, and there's some pros and cons of the Big Fish 108. I'm not going to get into that in this video. I'm going to get into that in a future video. But this video is all about the FeelFree lure 11.5 or 11.5 V2 with Overdrive ready pedal drive, which is right here. Comes in this really big carrying case. That came separate. I had this shipped, and we're going to go ahead and dive right into this bad boy. We get it fully assembled. Got a winter storm coming tomorrow. I don't imagine I'm going to get it on the water today. That's going to be a different video as well. My first impressions on the water. I'm going to do a stability test, do all that type of stuff. So what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a back to front, front to back, side to side, inside and out look at this kayak. As you can see, I chose the winter or urban camo pattern, which matches my FeelFree gear bag and rod holder. Keeps it all looking real nice and clean. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at this kayak, and let's get her assembled. The FeelFree lure 11.5 V2 with overdrive, which it doesn't come with the overdrive motor. That's an accessory you have to buy separate, but it's overdrive ready. The kayak in length is 11 feet 6 inches, 350 centimeters. The width of the kayak is 34 inches, which is 86 centimeters. The weight, overall weight of the kayak without the seat and pedal drive installed is 87 pounds. And the overall capacity of this kayak, which is really surprising to me, is 425 pounds. Very impressive. So here we are at the rear starboard side of the boat. We've got the really cool lure 11.5 sticker right there on this side, as well as the back tank well. You've got nice rails here for extra attachments. You have your flush mount rod holder with the tether right here for your rod. You got a spinning rod, you can snap it to the bait caster. You can kind of choke it around and snap it back to itself. Moving forward, we've got, this is your rudder deployment. To stow it or deploy it, you just pull up on that, latches down right here, really nice. And you've got a paddle holder, which right here they got it kind of molded into the design right here, where the paddle's going to rest. This is going to catch it there around that hook, and then you can go ahead and give it a little extra right here. So then we have our seat. We're going to dive into that more as we move forward. We've got a rail right here on my front right side, starboard side. We've got these flush mount spots right here that they have built right into the mold. Now, something cool about these right here is that you're able to permanently mount like an adapter for like a camera, you know, a GoPro. There's unlimited things you can mount here if you choose to, and it's super easily accessible right here inside the dry storage container. So you can get into that one, go all the way up. I mean, even if you had to do work in here, I mean, I'm elbow deep in there. So a little look at what that looks like inside. Nice rubber gasket all the way around. I'm going to double check all these screws. One thing you want to do is double check all these screws. Every screw on the kayak, double check them. Rod tip holders on each side with looks to be little spots for your rod to rest in there. You know, if you're doing a quick move, you don't want to completely store them. Right here is your insert for the pedal drive. You've got another accessory rail here. You've got right here, baby. That's the money. That's the bread and butter right there. That is the gravity seat. We're going to dive into that more when we get it fully assembled. Here, what we have is tucked up under here is the 8-ball steering. I'm going to pop that up. That's going to mount right here to my left side, which what I like about this is that it's kind of off the side a little bit. On the Big Fish 108, it's kind of right here by my knee, kind of in the way almost all the time. So another, as same thing as the other side, you've got another paddle holder here. Latches in there. On the back of this seat, you got a really cool fish design in there. Pretty sweet stuff. Moving back around, another flush mount rod holder here with a tether. Another track system here. And nice handle here, carrying handle. But you've also got a nice molded handle here. And this is what I was talking about, guys. When I said these guys took attention to detail, I didn't even see this one yet. I haven't cut it off yet. But they were taking thick pieces of padding all around this kayak and making sure they got it to me safely without any dings, dents, bumps, bruises, whiskey dings, you know, the whole nine. So shout out to the guys in the warehouse that package these, because I can't say the same thing for Eco Fishing. They just kind of wrap theirs in a diaper and send it out. So there it is. Here's a look at the rear of the boat, looking forward. Really sleek design. I feel like this baby's really going to cut through the water really nice for me, as compared to the Big Fish 108. So stepping back, taking a quick look. Oh, and let's not forget this. This is your transport wheel. So a guy like me that can get really close to the launch, that is money. I don't ever have to drag this kayak at all. There's no reason to have to drag it because I can lift it up by the nose of the kayak and pull it around with that wheel right there. No reason to even have to buy a kayak cart, honestly. So there it is. So let's give a look at it forward facing back. And you know, it's not the cathedral tri-hull like the 108. This kayak is made to be fast, efficient, and stable. One reason I really wanted this boat was because of this seat. I spend a lot of hours in a kayak, guys. Even though I do fish from the boat a lot, and I enjoy fishing from my boat a lot, I really enjoy fishing from a kayak. Them long hours in the seat can be hard on your back, hard on your everything else. But with this one, all you got to do to adjust it up, simply raise it up. To lower it, vice versa, you pull this bad boy towards the sky to disengage the system and then push the seat down. We're going to go ahead and leave that as is for now. Looking at what we got here, we've got a side pouch right here. You've got your seat adjusters, your backrest adjusters right here. Those can be snugged up. They can be let loose if you want to lay back and take a nap. It's up to you. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to install the 8-ball handle here. I got it all right here. I'm going to put this bad boy on, and then we're going to install the rudder. So what we got here, we've got our 8-ball steering handle. That's got to get attached here. You can kind of see there's a little grid system here. That's going to sit in there like that. We got to go ahead and remove 3 of these screws. No big deal. I'll show you guys a little tip here. My buddy Mike showed me this. A little tip of the pros. You want to get that blue thread locker. Anything that can potentially vibrate and rattle loose on you a little bit, you're going to want to put a little dab of this on the end of the threads, just like you see in the picture. This will help hold these things together. I've had some issues before. You know, not only are you on the water fishing, but transportation and stuff gets loose. Nothing you can do about that. But this is going to help hold it a little bit. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of this thread locker on the very end of the threads here before I put it back in. A dab will do you. You don't need a ton, although it's coming out really slow for me. There we go. Then you'll be able to get this out by hand when the time comes. We don't want that all over the boat. So yeah, the idea behind using the blue, don't use the red. I'm telling you right now, you're going to regret that. Now with that thread locker in there, I can ensure that is going to stay right where I need it to. Over the course of the life of my fishing. So again, a little bit around the ends, put it in. And put these other two in here. Had me a little coffee this morning, got a little shake going, baby, got a little shake. So there's that. There's actually two more in there that I can't quite get to, but we will. And for now, that's going to be it with the Loctite. We're going to be bringing this back into the picture for the pedal drive, though. But for now, you can go ahead and put this guy off to the side. And we're going to move our way back around to the back of the kayak and install the beaver tail. Alright, guys, so as you can see, everything's here. Fairly simple. Fairly simple process as far as getting the beaver tail onto the boat. You got a couple cotter pins here, hair pins, whatever you guys want to call them. So what you're going to have to do is get this rope out of your way, because there's a Phillips head screw right down in there. Down in there. And you got to pull that bad boy out. First, you got two different size washers, right? This is important. Your thinner washer, your skinnier one, has to go on the top. And then that baby sits there. Okay? Second, slide your big dog down here. Get her over top your hole. And we're in. Now you got to thread that bad boy right up in there. And what you got to do is you get your Phillips head. It's all about feel at this point. It's all about that feel. You got to get up in there and just kind of work it around until you feel that bad boy going. And there's that. And what you're going to do is you're going to take one, put it right there, so you got your plastic. See what I'm saying? You shove that washer up so it's there, and then you go ahead and just pop that other one in right below it. Money. Now we're going to run our steering cables back to the rudder and get that baby dialed. You've got your cables here. I kind of leveled the kayak a little bit too to hopefully help me with this. But I got them pulled evenly. I can't pull them any further. As far as I can go with them. And it looks like it's going to be money. It looks like it's pretty much going to be money here. I shouldn't have to do anything as far as making an adjustment there. Maybe over time. But right now, I think I'm good. Good. It all looks real good. So I'm going to start with this side because it feels like maybe a little shorter. But I mean, I got it straight up and down. We're money right there. I'm just making sure I'm not cross-threading it. There we go. There we go, baby. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap to the other side and get that one on there. Make sure you're not cross-threading. Super fine threads. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just going to feel for the tension here. I'm going to come around in the front, loosen this up a little bit. I mean, I'm center. My tension feels really about the same. So I'm going to lock that baby back down. We're going to call that good. We're going to go ahead and snug these up now. Okay, so we're fully tight here, guys. Go ahead and give her a try. There's my center point-ish right there. Loosen that up. I'm turning to my right. That's all the way. Turning to my left. That's all the way. Yep, maxed out there. Maxed out there. Okay, that's looking good. I'm going to tighten that down. Get her back to center a little bit. I'm going to tighten that down. And I'm going to slide over to the other side here and test out our beaver tail lift system. Money. 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 Beautiful. Love it. Loving it. I'm loving it. Really smooth. Got good tension on the cables here. What I like. Okay. Beaver tail's in. Steering's in. Next is going to be the pedal drive. So as I mentioned before, you get this really nice Overdrive carrying case. So we're going to go ahead and bust this baby open. Get it out of here. Free it. We're going to free it. Yeah, boy. Oh, they got her all tied down with them zippy ties. One there. One there. One here. There we go, baby. Let's free the beast. Sweet carrying case. Not sure what I'm going to do with it otherwise. We are going to put the pedals on first thing. I'm going to start with the right side. Once again, Loctite. Make sure you grab your right side pedal. We got her there. Put a little Loctite on this bad boy. These threads go in quite a ways. So we're there. We're money. Set your pedal down. Make sure you're all the way down, which we are. You're going to drop your bushing in. You're going to drop your lock in there. And you go ahead and drop that bolt right in that bad boy. You can't be afraid to come tight with it. You know, get big on it. Last thing you want is one of them bad boys coming loose on it. Second verse, same as the first, baby. They do have a really cool video series on doing all this. But since you guys are here watching mine, just trying to make life easier. Because if you watch mine, you won't have to go through and keep searching. This is the full breakdown, baby. The full install. Start to finish. Now once again, get big. Crank that bad boy. Don't want that coming loose on you now. We're good. Now what you're going to want to do is there's this black stopper right here. You're going to want to get the front of this bracket tucked up under there. Set it in. Tuck that baby down. and we're in. You've got to go ahead and put the Z hook. This is your Z hook. Comes in your pedal drive kit. Take the Z hook, you're going to put that under, and then you're going to thread that bad boy in there. We're in. Take your Z bracket, crank it down. There it is. I think I can make some minor adjustments. I'm going to dig into that as we go, but when you drop it in, it just catches barely. It's not going to affect the kayak any. It's not going to affect the performance, but it definitely, right there, as you pull it up, catches. Not a big deal. Then if you want to pedal away, you just go ahead and simply latch those two bad boys in, and you're in, and you're off. They did a really good job oiling this too. She's pretty oiled up. So, and I imagine, I mean, you tighten that baby down as hard as you can, because that's holding the whole shooting match together. That actually helped. I tightened it down a little bit more, and that actually helped. Still get that bump there, but it actually helps snug everything together a little better. Still get just a little, but you don't got a lot of room there. There it is, that simple. You want to go, you know, you transport like that, go fish. Them babies are in, done. Nice. So there you have it, guys. Took me a little bit of time to get it complete, but not bad overall. Here is, you know, the deck. You got nice padding here. Your seat's fully adjustable. Come back, ratchet up, ratchet down. This is stuff I'm gonna go through the kayak. Again, I'm not gonna get in depth with all the little nuts and bolts that I want to tighten down, but just remember that you want to check all this stuff. You want to check all of it. Coming around to the back, we got the beaver tail on. That baby's money. I got her dialed perfectly. Tension with the cable and tension with the deployment rope. Get in here is where you can access for these to snug that up a little bit, to hold your pedal drive in. I got a little play. I got just a little bit of play here. I'm gonna try to make that better, but it seems kind of stiff, but you know, we'll figure that out. There's a break-in period. Also, what I didn't tell you was this is set up with the Overdrive. So if you were to buy the motor would drop in here. This is a little dry storage, which comes out of here, but I got a two-handed. I got the camera in one hand. But you got a little dry storage there. You know, you can put some snacks in there or whatever. It pops in and out, and then that clips on there. Got the FeelFree logo on there. Got the, can't really see it here. You got your FeelFree logo there. But all in all, also they have installation guides on YouTube as well. Got the nice FeelFree logo there. 8-ball rudder. We're dialed. We are dialed. Yeah. Hey, thank you guys again for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I'm going to get this baby on the water hopefully within the next couple weeks. A few of the lakes are opened up. I'm able to get access onto the lake to be able to get the kayak in the water, to pedal it around a little bit, steer it around a little bit, and get my initial thoughts on my first initial thoughts on the water. So I hope this guide helped you. If you guys are thinking about buying this kayak, check out FeelFreeUS.com. Thank you to FeelFree for asking me to be on the fishing team this year. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be tournament fishing this year, something I only did very little bit of last year. But I got some really cool tournaments I'm going to get into this year. Hopefully make a small statement there. But for now, we're going to wrap this up, clean this mess up. And thank you guys again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.